So I don't really know exactly what it's gonna look like. I've got a little bit of a plan, but I'm not 100% sure. I do know that I want to use this as my background, my base. This is Modelones color number 8. It's purple, pink, mauve. I don't know, some people think this is mauve. Some people think this is just purpley pink. Whatever you think it is, I think it's beautiful. So we're gonna do base coat on all these nails. We'll do 2 coats of this. Start with this Modelones color called Was. We're gonna do line work with it. This is the Modelones color called War, and I might not use this color just quite yet, but I want it on the palette just so I have it ready. I'm gonna take the sticky layer off of these guys so that I can do line art on it and it won't slip around. I'm gonna work on the thumb first. Oops. Take a nice liner brush and run gel through that. You don't want a ton on. I want to do an all-seeing eye pattern. This just kind of in the center here. So we're gonna start with the outline of the eye. So I know I want the center of the eye to be about here. So I want this. About right there. And then I'll mark how tall I want it. So about there. Then I'm gonna connect these lines in a curved line. And I want this design to be a little bit grungy, so I don't really care if they're perfect, but I do want the top and the bottom line to be even in thickness. Okay, after that's cured for about 10 seconds or so, I want to do a circle in the middle. I'm gonna try and do the circle inside rather than just give the illusion of the circle by doing curved lines on the corners. I'm gonna take another line brush and go into this tan color, And we're gonna do a 4-pointed star in the middle of this. It's gotta be a real small one though, so gotta get up real close. I want this line to be a little more opaque, so I'm going to go in with another layer of blue. Okay, now I'm gonna do lines coming out, and I can't decide if I want to do all blue lines or all tan lines or alternating. I think I'll start with blue lines, and then if I want to switch it up before I cure it, I can. I want to make sure I'm holding it straight so that when I pull down, I know I'm pulling straight down towards the tip of the nail. I don't like how thick that is, so I'm gonna wipe it off. Just a paper towel and some acetone. I think cure that for a full 30 seconds because I think I might be done with that nail. Maybe. We'll see. I might come back to it. Meanwhile, I'm gonna do this same star on this nail, and we'll carry the design over onto this nail. You'll see once I start going. We're gonna do it in a new color. So I'm gonna mix Paprika from the Lac-it brand and Limone, however you say that. I'm going for a pale rusty orange. So we're gonna put the yellow down and then put the orange down next to it. Starting with a plus sign. And then I'm gonna curve these edges a little bit. Then I'm going to take this liner brush I was using, and we're gonna perfect the points. Since it's a little bit thick, kind of a bigger design, I'm going to cure it for 30 seconds. Now, I'm going to take this long brush. We're going to start with blue. I'm using this 4-pointed star as my center point, and I'm dragging lines out from it. Okay, now that I've done that, just to get my spacing right, And I'm gonna do one in the middle. So I wanna make sure that it's gonna hit like right here, which is the middle point. Well, not really the middle point, but if this was a circle, I wanna make sure that when this line comes out, it's gonna be in between the points where the circle hits this line and the circle hits this line. If that makes sense. So I actually wanna move it over just a wee bit. So again, if we pretend that there's a circle right here and it's gonna hit this line about here and this line about here, it's gonna hit this line about right there. And then we're gonna connect it back to the star. And then we're gonna do the same thing on all of the sections that we've created. I'm gonna clean my brush because we're gonna use the tan color now. With this tan color, we're gonna go in between all the blue lines. Doesn't matter where I start because I'm gonna hit all of them eventually. And now I'm gonna take a smaller line brush in the blue gel and I'm gonna go around the outline of this 4-pointed star just to kind of bring it back to be the focal point. I want to change the shape of this star on the inside a little bit, so we're going to revisit it. Yeah, I like that much better. So this is the middle finger and this is the index finger. And I want this stripy design to continue onto this finger. So we're gonna start with the blue, like we did on the first one. I'm gonna hold them very close together. I'm gonna just make a line across the nail where this line starts. Now we just match up all the other blue lines, making sure that the angles are the same. And clean my brush. We could do this without the other nail, just because we know exactly where the blue lines are, but in order to be super accurate on where they meet up, because I'm human, these lines aren't actually right in the middle, but we want them to match nonetheless. On the ring finger, I'm going to do something a little off style for this all-seeing eye look, but I promise it will come together. We're going to do the blob right here. We're going to do 2 coats of this blob. Now I'm going to take the yellow, do a bit of an abstract circle. This is purposefully not supposed to be perfect or to create interest. I think that this nail needs a little bit of an outline in blue. On this nail, I think I'm gonna do 2 eyes. One will be closed and one will be open. Ooh, I have a good idea though. I'm taking a mixture of this orange and yellow. I also think maybe I need to add some yellow into this nail, or some tan onto that one. I'm gonna take a lining brush, some of that tan. Do this same kind of spotted random spot pattern up here, and then down here too. I'm gonna do a closed eye with some eyelashes. There's that. I think that ties that in really well. Do you think maybe I need some orange on this nail? So we're gonna add an orange blob. Come back to the pinky. Now I'm gonna do an open eye right beneath it. I'm gonna try and make them the same size, but we'll see. I don't like that, so we're gonna wipe it off. Start over. Okay. Do the iris and the pupil. I'm gonna add a little bit of detail here. I'm gonna bring it all in. Shiny top coat or matte top coat?
Shiny.
Shiny. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna do a matte top coat and then we're gonna add details with the shiny top coat. Now I'm gonna flip it over to give it a chance to level a little bit. I get some high shine on my palette. Just put it on some of these areas just to bring out the design a bit more. And just for consistency's sake, I'm staying within the blue lines. I'm going to remove this sticky layer on the parts where we have the clear coat. Alright, there you go. Let me know what you guys think.